Seedance 2 charges significantly more money for a generation in 1080p versus a generation in 480p. So, a raging debate among creators is always, can we save money by generating in 480p first and then just upscaling it with a Topaz based upscaler to 1080p and get a similar result? Because if it works, then the creators are going to save over 75% on their video generations. So, it's certainly worth investigating. Since most people really just want to know, will this work? I'm going to jump into the testing and the results first, and then I'll go into how the test was set up afterwards for those that want to make sure the testing is valid. Stay with me on this one because the results shocked me. This test uses 4 different prompts, each designed to test or challenge the upscaler's ability to fill in the missing information that isn't part of the lower resolution video. The first prompt shown on screen is extremely difficult for an upscaler to render because of the fine detail with the lighting, the gearing, and the fine text. Wow, that is much closer than I thought it would be. Keep in mind, these are both 1080p videos, but one was upscaled from 480p and the other one was an original 1080p. One of these cost 1,000 credits to generate, the other cost 225 credits to generate. Can you tell which is which? Moving on to prompt 2, this prompt is going to highlight loss of detail or blurring effects with a close-up of the skin and fine hairs. Again, these videos are incredibly close. Now, notice the skin tone is a little different, but that's based on the original video. The 480p generation of the video had a slightly different skin tone. But what matters for the upscaling test is, does the fine detail get lost? So look at the eyebrows and the facial hair and the wrinkles. Very close. The upscalers have come a long way. It's doing a fantastic job. Prompt 3 is another prompt that's designed to give the upscaler a lot of opportunities to lose fine detail. In this case, it's going to be very rapid movement, so the blurring effect, and we'll also see dust and pebbles coming off of the wheels. Again, the videos are so close. Look at the granularity of the dust and rocks coming off of the wheel in each video, and one of them was created in 480p. Originally and then upscaled. Can you tell which? Prompt number 4 is using my predefined character named Amy inside of OpenArt. And the point of this prompt is to have a wider shot with some more light and a lot more activity in the background, just to see if we notice any odd fragments that appear in a wider shot. Again, these videos are so close, they're indistinguishable for the most part. There might be a slight difference if you zoom in on the face, but if there is, it's barely noticeable. For all 4 prompts in the split screen, the native 1080p video was on the left and the upscaled 1080p video was on the right. I was genuinely stunned by these results because I thought the loss of detail would be clearly visible. And at least to my eyes, the loss of detail, if there is any, is not clearly visible, and it certainly isn't significant enough to justify the incredibly higher cost of generating in native 1080p. I think the ultimate question is, am I convinced enough based on these tests to change the way I generate videos? And the answer is yes. As a rule, yes. I intend to generate my videos in 480p first and then upscale to 1080p. Now, obviously, there's going to be some situations where that isn't going to work and I'll have to generate native 1080p. But what I really want to know is, what about you? Are you also going to change the way you generate your videos based on what you've seen? Tell me in the comments below. If you find this information helpful, I hope you'll like the video. It helps small channels like mine get additional reach and makes it easier for my video to find an audience that would benefit from it. Now I'll go into some detail on how I set the test up so that it was fair, and I'll show you how to upscale in OpenArt if you've never done it before, and which settings I used as I did my upscaling. In order for the testing that was done in this video to be valid, I needed 2 videos starting out in 2 different resolutions. So I needed literally the same video in 1080p and also in 480p. So the way I did that was by running each prompt used in this test through the video generator for Seedance 2 to create a 1080p version first. Now I need a 480p version that looks the same. So as we know, if you run the same prompt through a video generator, any video generator, you're going to get a different result. It's not going to look the same. So in order to address that, I used the same prompt, but I also used the 1080p video that was generated before as a reference to the 480p generation. So what I got was a new video that looks exactly like the 1080p, but now it's in 480p. So that allowed me to use the 480p generation to upscale to 1080p, and then I had a direct comparison between the same videos at the same resolution, but one was generated natively and the other was upscaled. Now I'll quickly show you how to do upscaling in OpenArt if you haven't done it before. Let's jump into the OpenArt website and go to the video screen and go to Upscale Video. Once here, you can choose any video you want, whether you want to do it through your local system, your local drive, or from the history in OpenArt. Here I'll go to history and I'll just pull up a video that I've already got created. And at this point, I could go ahead and upscale it if I wanted to. You can also get to it from within a video itself, and that's the way I usually do it. And you can see down here on the lower right-hand corner where it says upscale, you just choose that video and you say upscale, and it'll take you to the same panels we were just at. Then you can make the setting changes. And I chose 1080p for my resolution and 30 frames per second in every instance. Click generate, and that's it. If you made it this far in my video and you found it helpful, I hope you'll like and subscribe. I'm Steve, and I hope you've enjoyed today's learning adventure, and I hope to see you around for the next one.